Yo, yo, yo.
What's happening?
Yo, this is Played in Full Media. It's Kyle with an E.
And you boy Style B.
Yeah, we sitting here on Sunday, uh, July 20th, 2025. Yesterday was Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway. Poirier's,
Hell yeah.
his last fight left them gloves on the octagon, you know?
The baddest motherfucker on the planet.
Yeah, sir. I love Poirier, bro. But I also love Max. But we'll get into all that. But been going on, Style B?
Man, life's been good. I can't complain. And even if what I do, it'll turn into the stranger things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel
But
it. I feel it.
no, but life's been good. I can't complain. Things is going in the right direction. My peoples is behind me. Our subscribers is behind us. And things is really leveling up with the pod, as y'all all know. We going in pretty much like second go round of this, so you know, pat on the back. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe as always. We thank y'all for the people that's been rocking with us so far
Yes,
throughout
sir.
this.
Wait, let's just tell them we on YouTube, Instagram, and X. It used to be Twitter, but you can find us under Played in Full Media. Always Played in Full. Um, yeah, no, we'll get back to that. But what was you saying, dog? Just want to let them know where to find us.
Yeah, find us on YouTube, Played in Full Media, um, under Kyle with an E or Style B, at Style B, at Kyle with an E. Feel free to message us. Let us know
Yeah, what y'all think and
what
whatnot.
y'all thinking, and what we could do to bring spice up the pod. With some new content, or any ideas. Just throw us our way, and we'll see what we can do.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. But that's just a little segue. But what was you saying about Poirier and Max Holloway? Like, who did you want to win? Let's start off with that.
I was going with Holloway off the bat.
Me too, me too.
I
I
ain't
love
gonna
gloves.
lie. Just because it was a trilogy fight and it's the third go round, and he hasn't had a win. And you know me, I'm always rooting for the underdog.
Real quick. Holloway has had a win, dude. I hate to correct, but his last fight was him beating Justin Gaethje when you were sitting here, and he knocked him out in the last thing when he pointed. He had the BMF belt when he went in and fought Dustin Poirier. So he.
I meant against Poirier.
Oh yeah, he. Okay.
Yeah, because that's,
I thought you were
he
talking
fought.
about career currently and stuff. Cause
No,
Max has
I'm
been
just
killing
talking
it.
strictly on the two
Oh
fighters.
yeah. He's never beat Poirier.
Yeah.
But they were great. Have you seen that video? Have you seen that video of Dustin Poirier pointing in the octagon in his second fight with Max, and Max gets up? Bro, this is so gangster. I gotta show you. I really gotta show you because this shit fucking go hard.
I mean, anything with Poirier.
And
I'm a
Holloway.
fan. Even when he beat McGregor down like that shit was epic. And I think a lot of people agree that was like the setting stone point in his career of like, yeah, I'm here to stay.
Okay, here we go. Let's peep this, bro. Let's peep this because this shit fire. Are you ready?
Yeah. So y'all can get a recap too.
Yeah, this is in round 5, and this actually shows how much warriors these guys are because they're both battered and bloodied, and they still
Mm-hmm.
want to put on a motherfucking show. But
Show.
look at how gangster this is from both of them. I fucking love it because you have the mutual respect, and we could pull up a clip later. There's actually a video of when Dustin beat Max the second time, and they were all bloodied up. Uh, Max Holloway's son Rush is crying in the crowd. Well, Max
Mm.
beat him this time, and fucking you had Rush looking fresh as fuck with the blue hat and the fucking. That dude was styled, bro. He was styling as a kid.
I believe it.
But he was comforting Dustin Poirier, So it just shows the class of both sides of the fight in the family. So I gotta give mad respect to that. But let's peep this.
The great Don House working overtime there in the corner, trying to close that gash on Max Holloway's forehead. When you're a cut man, you
Like,
get this
let's go.
fifth and final round. 5 minutes or fewer to determine the UFC's interim lightweight champion.
That's gangster as fuck, yo.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but
Um,
I thought it was a great fight, bro. Congratulations to Dustin for having an amazing career. Dustin the Diamond. Your hot sauce is fire, by the way. It really is. Best Louisiana hot sauce I've ever tried, to be honest with you.
yeah, and definitely him bringing out Wayne gave me G points for him.
Yeah, but I read that
I thought that was pretty fire.
I read that UFC wouldn't let Lil Wayne perform on
Why?
his walkout. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up and let's check out the story right now. Cause some shit's going on. Maybe it was a copyright thing where UFC had to pay something, but let's peep it. But other than that, what'd you think of the fight while I'm looking this
Yeah,
up?
before we segue away from the fight even more,
No, we're still in the fight. I'm asking you, like, what did you think of it? Period.
I thought it was really good for a trilogy fight, the magnitude and the caliber of both fighters, and they put everything on the line. Both gave a show. I was rooting for Max Holloway,
Same,
and
same.
he I don't think people talk about this enough when it comes to his defense. I thought his defense really stood out in this fight because it was so many moments where I felt like Poirier had him, but he was just so slick and fast with the dodging skills to where, he just couldn't land anything. And ultimately, he had a game plan going into this fight. You should. This is the third time fighting the same, fighter, so you should have a game plan. But no, he definitely earned my respect and earned Poirier's respect.
Yeah, facts.
Especially that last 10 minutes, that epic moment when they both just let it all out in that last 10 seconds. I thought that was pretty ill.
Hell yeah, and we saw Max does that. Like, he's willing to do it, and I don't think people realize that Max has been in the game for so long
Yeah.
that he's only 33 years old. He's only a year older than me. He's your age. Dustin Poirier is like 37 or something like that. And Max is going hard as ever. And dude's so humble. Dude's got the best personality. He fucking doesn't fuck around. He doesn't do stupid shit. So I give my props to Max Holloway. And I've been a fan of his for a long fucking time. But I've been a fan of Dustin's for a long time too.
Mm-hmm.
Even when he beat Connor, I was a fan. I was like,
that
God
was
damn,
dope.
that was fire. Like, Dustin bangs. Like, that fool can fucking go into a war with somebody and get out and fucking be bloodied up and still take the belt. I mean, he hasn't really been champion. He's only been interim champion. But like Israel Adesanya said, I feel like that counts as being a champ,
Yeah.
But let's check out a little clip of this. A little clip of this UFC with Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway. Bro, he's so quick.
For real. I mean, the punches he was throwing, and they was all connecting too.
Yeah, facts. But I thought it was a good fight. I thought it was a good show out. But last thing I want to ask you about the UFC is, how do you feel about them throwing a UFC fight at the White House?
It depends
Not politics, like as far as for what it would do for sports. We're gonna avoid politics at all costs. So,
right.
like, what would it do for sports? Do you think? Like, and what would it do for the UFC? Because they were saying, I know Connor's probably gonna be on there, but John Jones says he wants to do it, and Dana White says he won't let John Jones do it because he doesn't want to put him in that big of a. position because of how he's fucked up before, which I agree with Dana. Like, could you imagine him doing something stupid like fighting Secret Service at the fucking White House?
Yeah,
Like,
that would
John's
be.
crazy. Johnny Bones is crazy, but that's what makes him the GOAT. But anyways, how you feel about that?
It's so many different scenarios you could look at it, but from a sports standpoint, it's tough. Because when you think of the White House, you think of justice, you think of freedom, you think of,
Yeah, the
you know,
presidency.
yeah, and to have a fight there, you know, I don't know what it would mean for the sport. I mean, obviously it'd be going to bigger heights, you know, to do something of that magnitude at that place, of that stature. You know, it's just it'll be major in that regard. But I think from different ways, it's just hard to think of it other than anything other than a sport.
Facts. I feel it. I feel it. But I think it would make history for sports to
Oh,
play.
for
I
sure.
mean, think about what it could do. Like, if you had a hip president, can you think about a basketball game being filmed at the White House? Like, that would be legit. You know what I mean? You get some old school guys and stuff like that because pop culture is more intertwined in politics than we've ever even thought could happen. So, I mean, it'd be crazy to see. But let's take a little peep at what Dana White is saying about John Jones performing at the White House.
Questions about the White House card potentially. Conor McGregor has said he's back in the pool with hopes of potentially fighting on that like a year from now. And then Nate Diaz said he would love to be the opponent. I know you've said that trilogy is something you could do anytime and it would make sense. Are you interested in doing business with Nate Diaz?
I love Nate. I love Nate. That fight's a year away.
Me too.
So I'm not even thinking about anything right now. The landscape will change so much by next 4th of July. You know, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows who's going to be on the card or what the main event will be or who will hold all the titles, and everything could be completely different. So it's not even worth thinking about it right now.
Sure. I guess just one follow-up on that, though, with John Jones. He said
I have other problems. I'm dealing with the logistics and you know, all the things on figuring out how to make this thing happen. How do we want to do it? I'm going to fly out there in about 10 days, 2 weeks, and we'll have all the renderings done, sit down with him and go through the renderings and see what he wants to do and what he doesn't want to do.
And John Jones says he wants to be on there too, and he says he would fight whoever the champion is at that time. But would you be okay with him like coming back and potentially winning that belt again? And you might have to go through.
Well, it's not even about him winning the belt. I mean, you know how I felt about him. I can't risk putting him in big positions in a big spot and have something go wrong.
Fair enough.
Yeah, especially the White House card.
See what I mean?
Different ways to look at it.
I mean, I kind of agree. Like, I really do. Because John Jones is fucked up a lot, you know what I mean? So, I mean, we'll see.
For the sport or just in general?
No, just in general in his personal life. Have you seen
Yeah.
his list of fucking, like, felonies and,
Yeah,
like, domestic violence
he's
and
got
fucking
some-
drug
he's got
charges
quite a
and
resume.
getting detained by cops and slamming his head on the... I mean, and his wife is still with him after he beat her ass, allegedly. But, you know, it's crazy, and I kind of agree with Dana White. I mean, but if you're going to go that far, I mean, John Jones is a different story, but you could also, like, you could also say the same thing for Conor with his accusations and things that have happened with him. You know what I mean? The cheating scandal, the cocaine use, the fucking...
Right.
Yo, did you see what he did?
Who?
Yo, Conor.
Connor?
Okay, bro. So Conor sent dick pics to Azalea Banks. Bro, I saw on Twitter, like, when it was first posted, or X, my bad. Bruh, this motherfucker had a weight hanging from it. Just full chub. Bro, Connor's fucking crazy, yo. But, anyways, dog. as far as UFC goes, there's a lot of exciting things to come. We're going to see what happens. I'm interested in seeing what Tom Aspinall has to do next or who he's going to fight. He's
Yes,
going to
sir.
fight
Yes,
John
sir.
Jones or whatever. But John Jones and Connor are both back in the testing pool for USADA. Or testing pool for steroids because UFC broke its contract with USADA or vice versa. But no, it's going to be interesting to see. But what we were talking about earlier, dog, is Cooper Flagg. I mean, that fool's balling out of control, I heard. And I've seen. So, what you think about that?
I mean, the brother got game. You know what I'm saying? He definitely living up to the hype. You know, the Mavs is lucky to get that number one pick. You know, it kind of makes it seem like it was like a setup once they got rid of Luca for him to come there anyway. You know, in a weird way, I feel like.
Right.
But his game is very similar to me. I want to say the likes of like Luka Doncic or Joker in a way. Little bit of passing, stealing, aggressive, definitely.
Big man that
Inside,
moves like a guard.
outside, got a tray ball.
He's got a fade or two.
He's got some fadeaways. Pick and roll is pretty good. His ISO game, assist is pretty good. I mean, he's got it all. You know, it's going to be interesting to see where the Mavs can go and the vets around them can stay healthy. The likes of AD, Kyrie. It's going to be interesting to see how they come back, especially Kyrie coming off that Achilles tear. You know, most people don't play the same after they come back from that injury. So,
Yeah, I feel it.
but Cooper Flagg, number one pick. You know, he has a lot to prove, and he's only 18. There's a lot of room to grow. He didn't have the first good game debut. I mean, according to his standard, because even after that first game press conference, he said he didn't play well at all. And then the very next game, he had 32. So it just goes to show you the adjustments you have to make being in the NBA. You know, there's differences from G League to college and to the pros.
Yeah.
There's levels to this.
I think you pretty much covered that on point, my dude. Like, yeah, Cooper Flagg is good. As you guys have seen, these are highlights from him playing at Duke. And Duke can ball out. I mean, look at that. Right there. Splash. Yep. That's what I'm saying. So, I think he's going to make a really big impact on the league. But if you had to guess, who do you think is going to be the people to draft him?
Splash.
Like, who do you think he... I wouldn't say draft because he's already in Summer League. I'm talking about, like, who do you think is his championship team? You know, who would he go to? Which would be his best chance to be in a championship team? If that makes sense. Like, what team do you think he most fits perfectly? Aside from the one he's on. Because things can happen, you know what I mean?
With the system already built,
See, good question, right? Sorry, guys, I had a hard time phrasing
the
that.
West is stacked, and
Who's he on now, right now, though, for Summer League?
Mavs.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Yeah. But the West is stacked, so it's so hard to just pinpoint a good location. But among the top teams that's in the West, along with Denver, Houston, Golden State, Minnesota, and you know Houston got way stronger. Them getting KD. I would say Golden State.
You think
Even
Golden
though it
State
would
is
never
the best
happen
fit for Cooper
in
Flagg?
reality.
Oh, of course
But with
not.
that system, having Steph and then him, along with his playmaking and ability to share the ball, and he could play off the ball easy along with Steph.
Facts. Okay, I feel you. I feel you.
I mean, what do you think?
I probably have to agree with you. Probably Golden State is the best, especially with Steve Kerr, and he's got some veterans and
See?
stuff. Like he's got those veterans to keep him in line and kind of teach him what he's doing. He's not on a young team, kind of figuring it out for himself.
Yeah.
Because having veterans around you is very important. You know what I mean? It makes you better too because you learn the work ethic and you learn what you're supposed to do in the league from somebody who's been in it for a long time. So Steph knows. I mean, Steph and Draymond are probably the best people to break him in than anybody.
It's just like when Golden State took in Jordan Poole
Yeah,
and
exactly.
showed him how to be a champion, and along the lines side of Steph, Clay, Wiggins, and the crew. So yeah, I mean, to your point, that's what it. I mean, the vets. You need vets.
Facts.
Every team need at least maybe 2 or 3. You know, just to keep the younger guys in
Yeah.
line and to also teach them.
How to play things, especially somebody like Steph. Like that dude's not in any scandals. He's not in any bad shit. So, I mean, it says a lot when you have those mentors that you need. I mean, it shows. I mean, wasn't Kobe like AD's mentor? Like so.
Yeah, Kobe was everybody's mentor.
Oh fuck yeah! But I'm just
That's
saying, like,
yeah.
Kobe took a liking to AD.
Mm-hmm.
But that's neither here nor there. But no, what I was saying before is there is a article right here. Let me see. Right here. Okay. It's saying that Lil Wayne wasn't allowed to perform during Dustin Poirier's walkout. So I mean, this is just something on Threads, but I mean, what do you think? I kind of think it's bullshit because that would have been fire to have a Lil Wayne performance in fucking Louisiana, where Dustin Poirier's from.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know it's Sports Geek MMA, but I want to see what's going on with that. Stay tuned for that shit, guys, because it'd be fucked up if Dana White did some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, it's interesting because I mean they played his song and the fans went crazy.
hell yeah, they did.
It was hard to even see him, but once I saw the hair sticking up, I was like, yeah, that's Wayne.
Well, he was wearing the BMF belt when he went and put it on Dustin Poirier, or my bad, Max Holloway. But yeah. Anyways, I think there was a good round of fights and people who fought and whatnot. Paulo Costa looks good though.
Yeah, that was a hell of a fight card.
Yeah, Paulo Costa looks good. I mean, if he ends up fighting Izzy again, you know who we gonna go for. Like, it's gonna be Izzy because that's our dude. Style bender all day,
He don't want that smoke again.
Hell no, but you never know. I'm gonna have all my faith in Stylebender, but anybody can get caught. In his last fight, he got knocked out. I mean, you could tell his age is coming through a little bit. It's either he's gonna make a comeback or he's not. But he's made enough money, so you can't hate on it.
Yeah, every fighter has its day.
Yeah, facts. So, but anyways, bro, is there any other topics or anything interesting to you in life right now that you could think of, like any YouTube videos? I mean, we could talk about the ratchetness of Coulda Been, because we just watched the first episode of the second season. So, I mean, that shit fucking fire as fuck.
Yeah, that was pretty
Bomba
fire.
clock.
All the characters and people, the different personalities he had on the show was pretty crazy.
Facts. But yeah, bro. I hope everything's good with you. We about to sign off. I think this was a good talk. Stay tuned, like we said. Like, follow, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
This is Kyle with an E.
And Style B.
Yeah, we signing off, yo. Peace.